Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, people? It's the Undergated podcast.
Austin, you look so
Austin
confused.
was like, "What the? That is not the normal intro, is it?"
I've never heard you ever do that. Ever. Like, even in life. like,
It's DJ Coop on the ones and twos. That's what
Right,
it was.
right. I was watching something and the guy did that. I forgot what I was watching. Something on TikTok. But anyway, this is Coop. It's Coop on Instagram. That's CD right there. It's Chloe's dad on Instagram and Gunpla X Tesseract on Instagram. That's Austin. It is Wednesday, 3 o'clock Eastern time, or whatever day you're watching this. And it is the Undergated podcast day. We're going to coin that. It's going to be Wednesday is the Undergated network day, right? Like every 3 o'clock, you can guarantee that we're going to drop a brand new episode. Gunpla related, we got anime related, we got figure related, we got
Wednesdays for the undergraded. That's what it
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesdays for the Undergated. There we go. I love it. Again, we come together and form the Undergated podcast. Last week's episode was a fun topic. It even picked up right where we left off when we ran the holdover. I'm about to say a hangover, the holdover. Make sure you're check out last week's episode and the holdover. And if you missed last week's episode and missed the discussion, here's some of what you
in my
missed.
opinion, I wouldn't have used the unicorn as the kit to be extreme about it.
Okay, strike freedom. Which one would that be? What would you? What outside of the gold frame? What else could it be?
Once again, I would have never have used the strike freedom as the
Okay,
kit to be
What
extreme.
would you have used?
Yeah,
The Psycho Gundam.
And all right, that is what you missed. If you missed last week's episode, definitely go check it out. And again, we picked up the conversation on the holdover. Man, this week we're going to talk about back to the drawing boards, then, fellas, for Bandai. We kind of piggyback off of last week's episode and the holdover, and kind of like the cause, and now we're going to do the effect, right? So make sure y'all tune in for that and get in that discussion as well. But of course, as always, before we get started, we got the greetings. Fellas, how's your week been? Austin, how's your week been, man?
It's been all right. It was doing pretty fine until Sunday, I believe. Some information came up, or Monday actually. I guess some information came up where I wish I was more prepared for it. Should have been more prepared for it, and I'm just mad at myself that I wasn't. So that was that. But
I'm not trying to dive into it. Is it health, work?
Oh no, it's just life in general stuff.
Just like okay.
Yeah. So stuff that I should have probably picked up on, but I didn't. So that was it. But it was Monday that shit up. But Sunday I had my birthday. So thank you everybody for birthday wishes. That was great. And me and some guys went out and
Both y'all old as hell.
Yeah, big guy. Yeah, you're looking at someone who's 31. I gotta stay hydrated because I'm old.
Old man.
Yeah, I'm an old man now. But it's whatever. It all happens. It all happens eventually. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up. CD, how's your week, man? How's your week been?
It's been a week. Just a lot of work. Work is really working now, so a lot of meetings, a lot of stuff to follow up on. We just celebrated Easter, so for all you that celebrate Easter, hope you guys had a good one. You know, Easter Bunny had to come around and drop off eggs and surprises, and the missus has to go all out. That's one thing I can test, man. She is Miss DIY. DIYs everything, and she killed it this year with the egg. So it was good. I did miss out on the Sakura Con this year. This is our local Northwest biggest anime convention, and I was telling these guys earlier that Bandai actually had a booth there, so they had all the new Bandai kits on display. They had a Seed Freedom display, which is dope, and they actually had the 2 Japanese voice actors for Kirito and Lacus Kind there signing autographs. So I am sad, truly sad that I got to miss out on that, but I'll have to be back next year.
Dang.
Yeah, I seen a lot of pictures. It was dope.
Yeah, definitely have to go. I mean, I'm a big convention guy, and that sounds like something I would, especially if it's local, man. That's something that you got to keep on a radar. Take the weekend off, take that Friday off, see if you can get off early that Thursday, so you can go pick up badges. Yeah,
it was a big L on my part, but
it's all right. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
There you go. With me, man, went by chill, quick. Easter, trying to think. Saturday was Ari's first soccer game. I had a good time. She did, it's been a while since she's been in soccer, and it showed a little bit, but it didn't. Then it didn't. So I was proud of her. Probably her obvious, which should be it's her best first game. So yeah, and over that was business as usual. Ran through the work week. Yeah, that's it. Let us know in the comments below, people. How's y'all week been? We getting a lot of good comments. We appreciate everybody who lets us know about their life and what's going on. We appreciate it. Y'all giving us a little tidbit about that. So let us know in the comments below, how's y'all week been. Next up, we have building and breaking down that backlog. What stuff did we add to our backlog? And what's some, just new stuff. For me, I make it quick, fellas, if y'all don't mind. All I got, and shout out to Bakar7. He put me on game, and we don't do what is it? We don't when you're hiding stuff. What is that called?
Gatekeeping.
Gatekeep. We don't even. I don't gatekeep someone. I don't even know what the terminology. Gatekeep. And this is something I didn't know about being in the Gunpla game for so long, and I want to test it out. And again, shout out to Bakar7. Go check that episode out when we had him on. It is pre-cut masking tape. This is for the Action Base 1. Order this off of eBay. You can get pre-cut masking tape, and kind of ironic, right? Because it's like the Matrix. The moment I find out about it, I'm learning it. I'm seeing it on USA Gundam. I'm seeing it on New Type. It's just like, where does this been? And of course, when I find out about it, it's everywhere now. So
of course, when you got masking to do and you've been doing masking now that you
right. The selection for this isn't really big, right? Like, think a few resin kits and kind of like
grades. Nothing small.
Yeah, nothing really small. And what else? Camo. I've seen camo. People have pre-cut camo tape, but I want to try it out again. This is for the Action Base 1. Give it a little flair. This is for the Blue Destiny that's currently ready to get worked on. So it's next up in line. But other than that, that's it. I'm gonna try to do some hunting this weekend and get some Coop's Corner footage. So not tomorrow or Thursday, next Thursday. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do the Coop's Corner every other week. And yeah, that's it. That is it. CD. Awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody?
I got a few things in. I finished the half of the book I was reading last week, so took a week off. I didn't read anything, so just one book last week. I did go to the library today though and pick up A Kind Worth Saving. Is book 2 to the book I read about a week and a half ago called The Kind Worth Killing. So looking forward to reading that. Use your library, folks. Save you some money. So
yeah,
got this. I did stop by Hobby Lobby, grabbed a few things for the last bit of dial work I have to do for my projects. So I grabbed some more wood blocks as these as display pieces, some HO scale trees. These are the ones I always use. So people ask me like, hey, where do you get these from? Hobby Lobby, $7.99. Come with like 20 of them. Super easy to use. And then some rocks. Can never go wrong with these. Just glue them down, paint over them. 4-pack, $4.99 also at Hobby Lobby. And they're also all scale. And then I did get a kit in. I need another one of these. Just fresh off the Amazon list. Another ground type Gundam for a future project I have working. So stay tuned for this. And there is something else that I did get in, but I kind of misplaced it as we speak. So I won't say what it is. But if you guys have watched the last 2 episodes, the holdover and last episode, it was a topic of debate. I'll just say that. So stay tuned.
What could it be? What
stand
could
by
it
to
be?
stand by.
Right.
That's all I got though. How about you?
What a nightmare of an episode that was.
Woo.
2-3 in the morning.
Yikes.
I only got a couple things. First off is probably the smallest thing. I actually forgot to talk about this last time, but I got a new scribing tool and this is actually quite unique, and you can tell by the reflection of the light in the camera. This is a triangle scriber, so this isn't a straight edge; it's actually a triangle. And what this allows you to do is to go into scribing grooves and actually clean up those little tiny chunk, like if you space the plastic or on the edges, it's got that little bit of chunk. This will actually clean it up. Also, this will allow you to scribe curved objects a lot cleaner because it's a triangle. You're at least touching two sides at all time. So when you pull it, so it's
where's that from?
This is actually from New Type. I saw it on New Type. It just happened to be passing by it, and it's pretty cool. And if you have a scribing tool like the one I have, you just literally take it out, plug it in, tighten it, and then you can use it. It even has a little
MadWorks display.
I believe it's MadWorks. I believe this is MadWorks if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's a little triangle scriber. And I've been using it recently, and yeah, it does work. Definitely works. So yeah, if you guys are looking to have a new arsenal in your scribing game, MadWorks triangle scriber. I think it was like $5 at most.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. This other kit, I just happened to be going into Hobbytown USA, and they happened to get a new shipment in, and there's a bunch of girl kits that came in, and
he's back, people.
And I need to go back and grab a couple more when I get paid again. But in the meantime, I didn't grab a girl kit. I grabbed a kit that's actually, I don't want to say too rare, but a kit that is kind of highly sought after. And to give you an idea of how sought after, there's a sister version of this that was there too, right? And they were pricing those prices on them, and the price for the sister version was like $44. This one was $78, and it's the same kit, but because it's a limited edition, and for those who know it, it's a limited edition collaboration between 3 different companies, and it's the Hasegawa. We go. It's a collaboration between Hasegawa, I believe, Hasegawa, Evangelion, and the other people that make Metro to Go. I think, which is Kotobukiya, maybe. I've forgotten the exact company that builds that, but yeah, this is a collab between 3, and it's in the art of Niji-Sanji, which is an anime, a very popular anime. And you get the figure of Oscar Langley in there, and the customized Unit 2 version of Migo.
I wanted this too. That's crazy. I didn't know it was $74 though. Jeez.
Yeah, it's considered a collector's item, so the price is bumped up high. It even has a officially licensed Evangelion sticker that's in holographic. You get the limited edition sticker on the side too, and a whole bunch of things that lets you know that this thing is special. So I picked it up. I was curious. I was like, yeah, let me go and grab it. And yeah, now it's in my collection. I don't know if I'm gonna build this anytime soon. I do want to build it, and I want to do it properly, so I'm gonna probably order the Gaia Notes Evangelion line of paints, and then paint it up.
Splash paints.
Splash paints too. Yeah. Oh yeah, the splash paints. Splash paints. Either Evangelion paint set and do it properly.
Ready to go. Don't have to thin it.
Well, there you go. That's even better. Yeah. So get that, and then this will be ready to go.
Is that favorite girl from series, Austin?
For me, yes.
Really? I would have took you as a Ray. I would have said Ray.
I was close to Ray. So Ray used to be my favorite girl when I first watched the series. When I watched the rebuilds, Asuka became my favorite. And then I think who was the adult who was always drinking?
Misasoki.
Yeah.
Mika, what's her name? CD. This is when Mikasoki.
Something like that.
Miss Aoki.
But we know. We know the penguin, the beers.
I like her for a little bit, and then she got annoying. So, but no, Oscar Langley is my girl.
Is it the aesthetic look for Oscar in the new one? Not trying to be funny. She was obviously drawn out to look better in the new one.
I think it was. I think it's that, and also the fact that she looks so cool with that eye patch. When in the second movie or the third movie, and in the fourth movie,
Miss Sato.
There we go, Miss Sato. But yeah, that eye patch, especially in the third and fourth movie where the eye patch glows, and then she can take it out and actually spoilers everybody, like the angel part appears out of the eye. I don't know why that was so dope to me. And then when you saw her older on the beach, I was like, yeah, this is my favorite character. But and then I got one more kit, a kit I've been eyeing at, but I wasn't really I wasn't like in a rush to buy this. I wasn't really too keen on getting it now or stuff like that. The reason why I picked it up now though is because I'm working on a strike and I screwed up. Sorry, censor myself. I screwed up on 2 or 3 pieces and I needed replacement parts. So and Mr. Peace Guy doesn't exist anymore, so I have to go out and buy another kit. But I'm lucky because I didn't buy another strike. I bought something that was based on the strike, and that was the Master Grade Build Strike. So the chest is the same and the caps are the same.
Such a good kit.
That's what I needed.
Such a good looking kit.
It is a good looking kit too. I've been actually looking to pick this up, like I said, but I just wasn't in too much of a rush to get it. I was gonna pick it up eventually. I wasn't like, oh, it's here, I gotta have it. It's, if it's sold out, it's whatever. I'll get it on the next round of reprints. But no, I got it now because gotta fix my kit. Replace a piece. Literally one piece.
Is it a piece that you feel like is not going to be utilized in that?
Oh no. It's a piece that I can repair given the time, given enough putty, and enough sanding, enough time, I could probably replace it. I did not feel like going through 2 days of sanding or 3 days of sanding and having my lungs full of putty.
So when you get to the build strike, you're like, all right, I'll fix it then.
Yeah, when I get to the build strike, I'll fix it then, and I can do it at my own pace because I'm not worried about building that immediately.
Well, we could have like a day. Because I have the wing Fenice that I'm trying to figure out when to build. You got the build strike.
Mm-hmm.
CD can go cop.
I have a build strike.
You have a build strike. The master grade? The master grade?
I have the master grade. I got the real grade right there.
I remember you got the real grade. It was hyped to get that.
I got the master grade.
Do they have a master grade build Mark II Gundam?
They do.
That's another one I'm on the lookout for. Yeah.
And then they got the Son Goku Astray, right?
Astray. Yeah, that was in there actually too. Yeah. And I'm looking for the build 2s the Age 2 Magnum. That's nowhere to be found, but that was everywhere like just 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago the age kits were everywhere. High grades and master grades. 2 years, year and a half ago. And that's all we have for building and breaking down that backlog. Let us know in the comments below what are y'all picked up recently. Y'all got some pretty dope stuff. Y'all tagged us in pretty dope hauls too. Let us know. And then we might do that build strike. Maybe we're coming up on a 500 subs, fellas. So maybe we'll do live stream. We'll work on those build kits. We'll see. It's been a while since I've done a master grade and wing Gundam Fenice master grade is probably not that. If I'm like, if I want, that might as well be the kit. If I'm like, I want to do a master grade, I need to work my way back in. I want to do a wing kit.
You gonna paint wing colors or just gonna paint it the green? Or not, just build it. Just build it. I might have to paint it. Because it has to be on display somehow. If I want to, like, master grades are at the point where it's like I can't really take photos of them, right? Because they're out of scale with everything.
If I could say, if you do the PHA, it might be an easier kit to paint too, because the inner frames a little bit more solid block colors. You could borrow some of my rattle cans, and literally you could have that painted in 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
In a day, and then it'll be done. The whole inner frame.
I'm assuming the inner frame is no different from obviously the Wing Gundam inner frame.
No, it's not much
different. The same kit, just different armor, right?
Yeah, just a few more connection points here and there for some of the armor, but that's literally it. It's pretty much the same.
We'll see. But we are coming up on 500 subscribers. We appreciate everybody who watches and likes the video, and all the new subscribers. We appreciate y'all as well. We do want to do something for that. We definitely got a giveaway going for that. And maybe get on some live streams, some early morning live streams, So the quicker we get on to that 500, the quicker we can do like build and chill nights, or just maybe a lot of. I don't know about build and chill. I feel like there's a lot of build and chills, which is fine. It's just want to maybe do something different, maybe like a talking session. You know what I'm saying? Like sit down and talk with us and chill with us, talk anime, talk Gundam and stuff like that. We'll see.
Be like Bob Ross.
Yeah, there you go. Like a Bob Ross segment. War is bad. Now, was it true with Bob Ross that he painted like a whole? Did y'all see that video where all his paintings apparently like come together and like form like a forest itself?
Oh, no.
It's like I could be tripping. I saw a video right on TikTok where it was like all of Bob Ross's paintings, and it kind of like went through it, whatever the case, and then all his paintings kind of came together and formed like a aerial view, like a drone going through a forest.
Wow,
that would be crazy if that was true. I'll try to find it. I'll try to find it and show y'all.
If he did that, that's
wouldn't put it past Bob Ross.
I wouldn't put it past me.
That would be nuts. That would be nuts. Next up, we have what's cooking. What we have on the table when it comes to builds, photos, books, manga, anime. With me, I'm still working on this Dari Blade. Almost done. They got 95% of the kit primed and damn near painted. I got like the backpack left and a little piece of the weapon that holds both blades, and then the weapon itself. So, and then the Blue Destiny's right here, ready to go. I gotta get on that, but it's a whole lot of white on this. I didn't expect a whole lot of white, so this should be real simple. And manga wise, I tried to read Kaiju number 8 because Kaiju number 8 comes out next week, anime of the year. So get your popcorn ready, get your drinks ready, take your day off on Monday or Friday. It drops on a Saturday, I think, but still get prepped for it. And I did catch up on Solo Leveling. I think since the last time. So was it Solo? Yeah, Solo Leveling since the last time we spoke. And King and Ashura. I'm on 2 episodes behind, I think episode 10, and was like it's not dubbed, but Solo Leveling is pretty good. A lot of action in it so far. And Ashura, King and Ashura got that announcement in June. Netflix adaptation of Baki the Grappler mixed with King and Ashura. So I got Baki up next to watch. I think that's going to be a good series.
Another season of Baki coming too.
Yeah. Have y'all watched King and also you watched King and Ashura? Mm-hmm. It's a real dope show, man. It's a tournament type art or tournament type story. Imagine if like major companies they just went primitive. It was like you're Apple, I'm Samsung. I mean, I'm Apple, you're Samsung, and you're like, hey, we got to fight for, besides going back and forth with money to get this new phone, I got a fighter, you got a fighter, they fight, whoever wins.
Oh, I think I've heard of this. I've heard of this, but I've never seen it. It is an interesting concept though.
Yeah, and then like the fighting style is like they just kind of like grab it out of like nowhere or something. It's like it makes sense and then it doesn't. Everything is like some form of fighting, jiu-jitsu, martial arts. Like this one dude is like a doctor, so his fighting style is acupuncture, where he goes, he hits all the points in a pressure point. So that's his fighting style. Or like you got this one dude who's a rock climber, so his fingers, his grip is like lethal strong, so he can rip your skin open and stuff like that. It's a dope show. It's on Netflix. Dope series, and it's a good series if you want to sit and watch some type of just like straight action.
Dope. I'll have to check it out.
That's it. That's all I got for you, fellas.
All right, CD.
Yeah, CD.
Man. So as far as what's cooking, book wise, like I said, kind worth saving this time. I'll be starting that, and then after that, I'll be getting in on the Way of Kings, which is, I think there's 6 books in the series, and he releases one every 4 years. So I think he plans to write 10. So I think he has 4 more to write. But as you can see, this is going to take me a while to get through. But
no, it won't.
I gotta slow down a little bit, man. 4 books last week, I feel like it really killed me. So I gotta slow down just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Take the foot off the gas a little bit, man.
Just maybe 2 books. But 4 was OD for sure. But as far as kits, like we're all doing that Blue Destiny, I am about 95% done. This is the last thing I have to do. Everything's decaled, painted, cut the top coat, and then decal the shield, and then do some work on the backside of it. So that'll be done. And I got some other stuff I got to do as far as projects to finish up for my PMS, some personal projects. So that is that. As far as anime, Soul 11 finished. I did watch all of it. Really great show. I'm looking forward to seeing the next couple seasons. They said they want to make 6 seasons with 2 cores apiece.
6
seasons, 2 cores apiece.
What is 2 cores? What is that?
First 12, second 12.
So, that's total of what? Episodes. 24 episodes?
Yeah.
A season?
I think so.
So 24 times 6, over 100 and something episodes?
Yeah. I mean, well, because if it goes, the manhwa goes less off the books. The books, if there's 200 chapters of manhwa, and they probably cut out maybe 90 chapters from the actual book. So there's plenty of story to tell. So I'm looking forward to see if they pick up some stuff that the manhwa didn't. But I was going to say, I really loved it, but I don't think it's the anime of the year. The anime of the year, I think, will have to go to Furin. That show is life-changing. I think it's anime list. They have the list of all the animes. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is always number 1. The Furin, some shows will come displace it for a week or 2. Furin has displaced it for the longest period of time ever. Amazing. I have not seen a bad episode yet. Storytelling, character design. I haven't seen anything that could beat it. Honestly, it's been a really fun ride for sure.
Isn't it absolutely shocking how good the pacing is? And it's unlike anything you've ever seen.
I'm almost mad because, like I was telling you, Austin, they're only 20 chapters away from like where the manga is currently, so they're gonna have to take a break for some years just so they can get another season.
And you know what's crazy? Because of said pacing, they were knocking out like 2 episodes in 1 episode, but made it feel like it was a movie. Like you were watching an hour long, but it was 30 minutes. I have no idea what wizardry, pun intended, wizardry they did with that show. But no, that CD 100% with you. That show is one
of the best shows I've ever seen. I wasn't expecting it, but from the first episode on, I was like,
shockingly good.
So, yeah, people watch soloing, but if you haven't seen Furin,
I'll give it a shot.
It's
Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Freerin and Apothecary Diaries.
Yep.
Okay. Once Solo 11 ends, I'll watch that, and hopefully, Kaiju number 8 is simulcast. If not, I'll let it build up.
Did you guys hear that it's apparently going to be simulcast on Twitter? Like apparently on Twitter, Kaiju number 8 is going to be playing there and on Crunchyroll or something like that. Apparently,
I watched the first episode of Konosuba season 3, one of my favorite animes, just came back. The first episode dropped on Twitter, which was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't know Twitter had even a game when it came to it.
I don't even have a Twitter. That's the crazy fucking part.
Actually, no, that's a smart move.
But you can just see the link on Reddit, and I was like, oh, there it is. So,
oh, look at that. Austin, what you been working on, dog?
Yeah, so I've been working on. What have I been working on? Just the strike.
The one you asked everybody what you should be working on?
The one I have right here on my desk looking at me.
The one that's scribed up and the pictures posted, which is looking immaculate.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, that's right. So just tonight I finished the scribing. So the scribing is now done. You can't see it on the screen is my camera, but I'm going to take pictures of it tonight and then post it up later later on this week. But the scribing is done, so now on to the next step, which is going to be drilling. There's some holes I need to drill into this, and some also small little details, so little sections and caverns that need to be scribed and cut out and then finally cleaned up. And after that, we'll be moving on to then scribing up and cleaning up the weapons, which I have the weapons all put together here. This is the striker pack with the launcher pack. And then we have the sword pack with the sword all right here too. and we're gonna get those all cleaned up, put on the suit, make sure it's all finaled up and good to go and looking pretty, and then final sanding and then washing, and then once the washing is done, then we'll prime it up and get ready to paint. So we still got some steps to go, but right now I'm really happy with the results. I'm really happy I went and got that one chess piece because Jesus, it was bad. And you don't realize how bad it was until you fix it. And the good news is that I have my other strike that I've had for years here with me. So I've now essentially gotten 2 of the kits.
Why didn't you take the piece off of that? You just don't want to?
It's already scribed. This piece is already scribed and decaled up and top coated. So it would have been a uphill battle. But now I have that one and I have this one. And having 2 strikes look at me made me want to go watch Mobile Suit Gundam Seed again. So I started rewatching Gundam Seed on my free time, and I've slowly fallen in love. It's like meeting your first love again. And there's scenes where I'm just like, oh, I remember how cheesy this was, and I just sit there smiling. And the fight scenes, I'm like, oh yeah, they reused this animation a lot.
Yeah,
and I just sit there smiling. I'm like, yeah, you know what? She's got her flaws, but she was my baby girl.
Looking like a proud dad over there, Austin.
Yeah, I am, and it's kind of what pushed me through to finish this. I was watching the show while I was doing this, and every time he would launch out in the strike, I would be doing the song and cutting out the strike while I do.
So you're scribing the weapons too? You're gonna go back and rescribe the weapons pack?
So there are some things that need to be scribed out. The striker pack needs a little bit more detail on the thrusters here, as well as the wings. I have the wings actually over there in the box. And the launcher is probably going to be the most difficult part because this thing is, even though it looks like there's a lot of color separation, and most of it's green, and there's a lot of panel separation and raised edges that need to be masked off and painted a different color. If I could show you guys the picture, now that's what I was looking for earlier, a picture of what the perfect grade one looks like professionally. And if anybody sees it's on Pinterest, there's a guy, he has the launcher literally from the tip of his hand down to like the base of his elbow, and it's immaculately painted. So I'm going to try to just essentially copy that and make that
scale.
Into a 1/100 scale. See if I can do that. And a lot of the scribing lines, as a matter of fact, I've been going around looking at other people's builds of strikes and just seeing things that I like to take from there and there, say, oh, I'll try this and I'll try that, and then modified it a little bit differently to make it look like my own. That's what I've been working on right now. That's had my full focus. Wasn't working on anything. I feel like I'm missing something. So sometime in between, like in the middle of this podcast, I'll let you guys know.
10-4.
Yeah.
Austin doesn't want to admit it, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say Seed is your number one. You think Seed is Austin's number one?
Yeah, Gundam?
Yeah.
I think it is. I think
before I think it would be like, no, he rewatched it, recency bias, has with the show at least. I mean, but majority of your master grades are C line, ain't it? You have every C master grade
except I have owned everyone. I have not built everyone, and I don't own them currently.
Dual Strike is at Hobby Lobby right now, 40% off.
The Dual Strike,
Assault Strike Shroud. What's that?
The Assault Shroud. Yeah, no, I already have that. I have that too. I have 2 of those.
40% off. It's $40.
$40. Yeah. You know what? I owned a Blitz, but I didn't build it. I actually traded it for a Gym Sniper 2 White Dingo team P Bandai kit. And then I had a Buster, but I traded that for another kit I can't remember. So I use them as currency.
There it is. Let us know in the comments, folks, what y'all been working on with some of the stuff y'all got on the table, books, manga, anime, whatever y'all into, toy photography, whatever you're into. You know, if you knocked out a few paintings or you knocked out a few, what other hobbies out there? Card pieces, crocheting. Let us know in the comments below. So here it is, folks. I'm gonna be a man of my word here, folks. For the people that's listening on Spotify, go check it out on YouTube. Check us out on YouTube. But here is the Bob Ross I was telling you about. Now tell me if I'm not tripping. You let me know if this is kind of like maybe OD.
Let me show you what crazy thing I've got going up here today. Today I have a crazy canvas here, double and stretched, and
Am I tripping? Like, come on now. Am I tripping?
I don't know. I've never seen the Bob Ross show, but if that's what he was doing, then
It looks like
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Like I understand, like you paint what you know, so he's probably painting multiple of one section, so he just keeps on reworking
like
it.
someone's running through the forest or some shit.
Yeah,
Right.
but it legit looks like he's like on a trail, like going through a trail or something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. And shout out to Bob Ross.
The legend. What a
The
fro.
legend. The legend.
Exactly. I think I seen a picture where it's like Mr. Rogers taught you to love yourself. What? Taught you to love yourself. Bob Ross taught you to love nature. And then like Steve Irwin taught you to love. It was something like that.
Mhm.
It was a
Protected or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have what's new. What's coming out? We had a lot of new stuff last week. A lot of new stuff. Not a whole lot this week. We always use Gumpler Nerd without him knowing he's like the honorary member, or they're the honorary member to the Undergated. If we ever get monetized, he will for sure get something somehow.
Speaking of Gunpla Nerd, he became a little bit famous. So apparently that that new RG 2.0, he was one of the people who leaked it early. So a bunch of sites were using his account. So he popped up everywhere, and I was like, "Oh snap, Gunpla Nerd's getting recognized here." He's got an inside man.
There you go. Or he is the inside man.
Or he is the inside man. Yeah, he's probably at Bandai.
Yeah. But first up, we have, speaking of Seed and Seed Freedom, SH Fig Arts of Kirito. Blank and blank.
So yeah. Kira, Atherin, and Shin.
I know Atherin is the purple hair. I know that one, right? Like,
yes,
that's his friend.
And then
That's
Shin is if you got past the first season of he's supposed to be the main character, and then I guess he was so
unliked
they brought back
Kira and Atherin.
That's crazy.
That's bad. That's when you know it's bad.
But SH Fig Arts, I mean, for them to dabble, they made the Wish for Mercury set. I think they've done earlier Seed stuff too, and then this. Because I know before we talked about this as well for the movie, which now makes sense, right? We kind of should have known the movie was coming out because they dropped the Kirito SH Fig Arts a year ago, right? With the helmet, and now they got the Freedom one. So Bandai, come on around the corner, Jack. I just need 6. I need 6 SH Fig Arts of Gundam Wing. Come on around the corner. Let me get Zex. Let me get all and the rest of the 5 in Relina.
Isn't Wing coming up on the anniversary?
Don't let you better. If it is, Jack, I think it is 95.
I think G Gundam's coming up sooner, and I could definitely see them give us a Domon Kashu SH Fig Arts.
Yep,
I would cop that too. All SH, besides Seed and Winter Mercury, I will cop all the SH Fig Arts for Gundam. No offense, Austin.
It's all good.
Yeah, but for sure, especially if they want to get people into this toy photography game, you know, using some. Let me get an Armoro and let me get Char counterattack Char, and I could, put him on a horse. You know what I'm saying? Let me get him. Let me get that one. Next up, we have scratch build of a Black Knight squad. So this looks dope for a scratch build.
It's from the movie.
It's
the last final boss.
Yep.
Right. Look like it.
Movie. Yeah, it's dope when his eyes turn on. You got the red eyes inside too. It looks like a Hakushiki type of eyes. It's pretty dope.
More robot spirit figures. You know, I love my robot spirit figures. And it looks like it's the Hyzak. A version of the GM shoulder cannon or the GM cannon. And is that the Goof test type?
Nope, Goop Flight Tight.
The flight type goof.
Prototype.
Okay.
This shit,
I thought it was the prototype.
The other prototype, it's got the larger calf muscles.
it
there.
just looks like a prototype because that shit looks
The
like
hands. That's what throws it away from me. The hands.
The sausage fingers.
Right. What is this? The guy in
the
Storm.
best looking kit. This shit looks cold, dog.
Dude, the effects on the shield look
Yeah, the
dope.
effects on the shield is dope. I'll give you that.
Especially in the movie where it just cuts that wingdom in half and just looks over to the other one, and the other one's like,
I kind of like Bandai's doing this now. You get to see like the runners give us like in motion besides like the pictures, you know.
Yeah, I'll do too. But it sucks because it's like they're not gonna do it for every kid.
Nah.
Not gonna do it for every kid.
Yeah. And I would
Then we
prefer
have
like natural lighting too. Would be really cool. Oh, the Justice. Type 2.
Yeah.
X-wing backpack.
X-wing. Oh. That's right. They did play a sound from Star Wars. So if you do watch the movie, you'll hear the blaster sound from Star Wars is in the movie.
Yeah, I remember Kenneth was hyped to tell me that. He was like, "What does that sound like?" I was like, "I don't know, man." He said, "That's the X-wing." I said, "Okay." Did a mighty strike, and there's obviously these are all the high grades. That is that stickers? No, that's yellow. That's real gold plate, huh?
That's
No,
that's that unicorn.
yeah, it's like curry gold, man. I still think the regular Freedom is still the best design. I keep on trying to figure out why they keep on trying to redo this.
And we have
Here
the
it is.
P Bandai Robot Damashi Atsukasiki Gundam Shiranai pack from Seed Freedom. Sheesh. It looks good.
Touching that with white gloves though.
Oh yes. This one might have to stay in a box. I don't even know if you display it, it's getting dust.
A DTOF. You have to put it in a DTOF
You got to
immediately.
You got to put an airtight DTOF too. You know how difficult it is to airtight a DTOF.
Yeah, because the gaps are like this large and they're on every panel.
So dust can definitely get in there. But this looks good.
Looks fantastic.
Austin's like, yeah, it looks.
Austin might cop this.
No, if Austin hasn't caught one yet, I don't think he's gonna cop one.
I
don't think he's gonna cop
it.
I would think so. But that
this would probably turn me, but I can't.
Yeah, when you be spending $75 on that girl kit.
Yeah,
tough.
I just spent more than that on another girl kit. So I just can't really. I can't.
I wish Bandai did this with their funnel effects. I know they have with the colored pieces. I know on the new Gundam, it has you could put the clear arms on it, the Master Grade new Gundam. And you could do that effects, but the clear arms make it look like it doesn't make it look right. But if it had like a translucent color, like the color of the stream, that would dope.
And if they had multiple points of where they change direction and they come out for a little bit longer, I understand that'd probably be hard to support with the weight at the end of it, but I still think it would look a lot better.
Absolutely
really cool.
Then we have the P Bandai titanium finish Strike Freedom, real grade. I don't think this is for anybody, right?
No.
That and the Destiny, no. Titanium finish, no.
Got the Gundam Converge figure. Last shot. Looks pretty dope. It's starting to come with decals now.
You copping this hoop?
If I might, man. What is it? $30. Ooh, for a Gundam Converge, nah. The little decals on it look dope though.
If it makes it to Hobby Lobby.
If it makes it to Hobby Lobby, but I think this P Bandai.
Is it P Bandai?
Yeah.
Putting the decals on this. Making a sticker at this point. This is doing too fucking much. What is it? A water slide? I'd be pissed if it's a water slide.
Ooh.
Box
art for the Sinaju Stein Narrative Verka and the C-Pack. So we're looking at the Sinaju Stein Narrative Verka now.
2.0. Verka 2.0.
Verka.
Actually, is it 2.0 or is it just 1.5?
1.5. I didn't notice it was 15 plus though. I've never all the Verkas.
So they started putting 15 plus on boxes now. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but
No, that's what I said. That was the first thing I just seen.
yeah, right here. I don't know if that's been there forever, but it's something I noticed too. It says 15 plus. I don't know why they've started. I don't know if that was there before.
But my first masquerade at 8. I guess I was.
Technically, I mean, they gotta have something. It's kind of crazy because what if a 4-year-old gets this? I mean, if he knows what he's doing, yeah, but I would not trust a 4-year-old with an eyepiece.
Hell no.
Joke. So, and somebody could turn around and say, "Nobody told me." That'd be crazy.
I like this box art though. But
I think they could have did better.
You think so?
Same.
I think only thing they did was just put the javelin in the hand compared to the normal
shot
one.
behind it.
Yeah. And am I tripping?
I just like the Vercon box art. I like the box.
But in the movie, is that how they? Even in the kit itself, it's not spelled Phoenix like that, right? It's the Phoenix. Is that they don't spell Phoenix? It's not Phoenix like that. Am I right? You got it right there.
Phenex.
Phenex. Yeah, you're right. It's Phoenix. Yeah, not Phoenix.
This is Phoenix Hunt. Wow.
Is a manga called Phoenix Hunt?
Yeah, in the book, is it?
Is it? It might be.
That would be such a weird thing to change from the book to the movie.
I mean, is that like the God Gundam and?
I don't think so because I think
Burning
there is isn't there a Phoenix Gundam already? I think I've seen an SD of a Phoenix Gundam, a cross silhouette.
But was it one of them samurai fucking ones?
No, I think this one was a cross silhouette.
From like Universal Century?
Phonix.
Phoenix Gundam. Phoenix Gundam.
Let me see if I can pull
Sounds
it
like
up.
something from G.
Yeah,
there's a Phoenix Gundam, right?
Yeah, this one, yeah. Phoenix Gundam. I know I'm not tripping.
Where is that from? What series?
So it can't Phoenix Gundam HG. There's the Phoenix on this. The Phoenix Gundam is GGF01. Gundam Wiki has it a prototype
from SD Gundam G Generations.
G Generations. Oh, that's a show.
And which is kind of crazy if that's the Gundam in the SD Gundam. But anyway, that was kind of weird when I saw that. I was like, maybe I thought it was like a fake picture at first. Like, I don't know. I think that's not how you spell Phoenix or Phoenix. Next up is the CPAC. Again with the messed up spelling again. But
I'm excited for this shit. And this is a brand new built it from the ground master grade, which is wild.
It's better box art, definitely better box art. You get the part of the core fighter right there,
and
an upshot, which an upshot of a Gundam always, in my opinion, makes the Gundam look a little bit cooler than a low shot. I'm sorry, a low shot looking up instead of an upshot looking down.
Mm-hmm. I love taking the shot.
Mm-hmm. You do?
Mm-hmm.
I always like the menacing look. Y'all like Austin said before, the hope look.
I like the menacing look if it's like straight on sometimes, or if it's in a different action pose. But if it's just standing there, sometimes looking up at it is just kind of like I don't know, it's cool.
It looks to me when I see it, it looks more like they try to make it like bigger than what it like really huge of a suit when I see it.
Make a presence of it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
But this looks good. I'm not going to cop it because I just don't have the space. I have the high grade of both narrative and the Sinatra Stein.
I can see myself grab it if I get it for dirt cheap.
I might grab the Stein.
You guys are gonna hate me.
Did you pre-order this?
No, I might buy this literally for 2 pieces.
Damn! Look at you stop by Amazon.
Amazon just stopped by. Oh, there we go. We got a live unboxing, everybody. We got a live unboxing.
Another one.
Look at
that. Another ground type.
Damn. I must like eighth mess team.
You must. What pieces are you using from this? Now we can talk turkey.
This whole thing.
No, not you, CD. I'm talking about Austin. He said he's going to use a few pieces from this kit, which is going to be the gun. That's the gun. It's a very unique gun.
Yes, it is a very unique gun. It is literally the Jagen's gun with the B Magnum nozzle on it. So, and and scope. But no, I'm also going to be using the deactivated cycle frame, because this comes with deactivated cycle frame as well as activated cycle frame. So I'm going to use the deactivated cycle frame, and I'm going to use the head.
Damn it.
The head. Yeah.
Okay, if you wasn't
what, she's about to work at a deal for it? Like,
yeah,
right,
if you wasn't
30,
want to
40?
use the body itself, I just want, if I get it, it would be like this.
Well, Coop, there's still hope. I have to figure out if the head is compatible with the other kit I want to mate it to, if it's not going to be too crazy. If so, you can have the kit. I just want the gun and the deactivated cycle frame.
All right, bet. Because I don't want anything to do with that deactivated cycle frame, which is in the movie. I don't even know if that showed, because this is the C-Pack, so this is right at the end of the movie, right? And I think he was always activated. But again, when people say it's Katoki's version, and we understand, we get it. And then I'm trying to understand the C-Pack, the narrative, the Stein. How is that different from the OVA?
Just the
Now there's the Verkad, the first one doesn't have the sleeves, it's blank.
Yeah.
And then the OVA has the sleeves. This one has the sleeves. So how is this one different from the OVA one?
Isn't it just the shield? Like the shield can combine with the bazooka or whatnot? Or no, that's the Sinanju. Is it the backpack? No, it also has the fuel tanks.
The only thing I can think of is outside of the shield, the sleeves, I guess, the Neo Xeon symbol. I don't know.
Hey, Bandai, this is what I'm saying. We'll talk about this shit later. This is
Lazy.
This is what I don't want from Bandai. This shit.
All right, here it is again. The C-Pack with the deactivated in the back and the normal.
We don't have any pictures of the Sinanju, huh?
No, because you already got pictures of the Sinanju.
Right.
This is
Here goes the Tamashii Nation's Gundam Universe figure. $49. This is what the hell?
Isn't this the toy?
Yeah,
the Universe?
the $25, 49.50 yen.
$50 for the toy?
There's no way.
Boo.
There's no way.
$50?
There's no way. Then we have the robot Damashi Strike Nor Gundam. Then we have G-Unit Reoperation. I'm not a big fan of G-Unit, so I'm not picking this up for the completionist and Gundam Wing sets. Technically, if you want to get it, it is an After Colony kit.
CD, aren't you a fan of G-Unit, or am I wrong?
I like some of them. This one is not one that I like.
That one, okay, all right, cool. I saw the design of this, and it was not for me at all. But I thought
I have the purple one. At first, looks like it kind of like turns into a crab.
Yeah,
that was cool. This one,
I think the purple one's the one that everybody was waiting for. I think this is the one that nobody really cared about.
I could be talking to buying a lot of things, but you can't talk me into getting this one.
This one looks terrible.
Yeah,
this one looks. I don't know what's back behind it.
It's the only action shot of it, but you can Google the Gundam and
you see the whole picture.
Yeah,
and the whole picture is just as ugly.
Yeah.
I'm good. Then we have third party Zayo Workshop Saint Armoro. This is the armor
AOZ something.
AOZ kit.
The Hawaiiru, but the third party version of the Hawaiiru.
It looks good though. That looks dope.
Okay.
I wonder how sturdy or if it'll stand. Clearly, there's a stand there, but
yeah, it's a good question because they've not really shown it stand out on its own 2 feet that often.
I wouldn't expect it to.
Probably couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not. If you plan for this to stand on its own 2 feet, you kind of wild. You using that as a cane for that. That's the only way you using that as standing on his feet. But it looks good. You don't think it looks good, Austin?
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in very condensed space, and
like the middle part, right?
Yeah, and the overall silhouette, I'm not really digging, especially the wider feet, but the skinnier legs or thighs or quads, the skinnier quads, and then it goes back to being a kind of stumped chest. So there's no ab there. It's kind of just no ab, just directly connected to your chest. And then shoulders out. So, but it's because it's supposed to transform. The transformation looks pretty cool, but
all right.
man.
Boxes of metal build figures. Dual Gundam and Lightning Buster Gundam coming out this summer. Pretty much. Metal build of
Stray blue frame with the launcher pack.
It looks dope. And they then took down the statue, or not the statue, the full mobile suit. It's probably about to get shipped off to Antarctica and take care of something that needs to be taken care of.
Right.
So
out with a fucking whole armament.
Right. It's probably going right up to Anaheim, right up with it on that daggone space up in fucking International Space Station. So 30-minute missions. This does look good.
I was gonna say this one looks pretty good, Coop.
Yeah,
right?
This one does look good. I'm a sucker for the 30-minute missions of the bigger, stockier one. They look more rather than like the armor looking ones, the organic looking ones. But again,
looks like a grunt out of Armored Core.
A grunt GM.
A grunt Armored Core, yeah, gets destroyed in like 2 minutes.
Did you guys see any good April Fool's Gundam jokes this year?
Nah, I saw the RG Barbatos thing, the Master Grade.
Master Grade box art looked cool, but
yeah, the Perfect Grade Sananju. I'm like, nah.
And right here we're looking at the Figurized Standard Ultraman Jack model kit coming out. It looks dope. A lot of weapons, man.
Yeah, that shit stopped.
A lot of weapons. And what sucks is like 77, 71, so probably about 75. Bigger kit, so it's gonna understandable price. Sheesh, this looks good. Makes me upset because the SH figure is dope, but I wish it just came with all these. You know what sucks is like I can't even use, even if I got like the kit and just wanted to use the weapons. I don't think the SH figure has any open hands just to use that. So it is what it is. Final model, the Evangelion Unit 1.
Yo, those quads. He looks like he's been squatting.
It looks good. This looks pretty dope. 36,000 yen. I'm gonna have to reach out to Gunpla Nerd and see if he could put in parentheses USD. 36. That's $300 and something, huh?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
36,000. Yeah, that's around $370.
Head collection of some bust. Kidding.
They should have deleted this picture. This is terrible. This would
the 144 scale of the. This is called the gun. The Gundam is EX.
Yeah.
Is that the name of this?
Oh, the headshot looks like
gun.
An ant. It looks like an ant, like Bug's Life.
Dude.
I don't know if you ever seen an anime called Terraformers. That's what this shit reminds me of.
Yeah, I remember that. Dude.
There's a lot of detail on here, though.
And the minigun looks cold, but why is it so little?
Yeah.
The minigun is like this big. Literally a minigun.
Dude. I don't like the beam rifle either.
The beam rifle looks terrible.
The head.
And we're talking about the new Gundam Netflix Gundam, which is, if you think about it, right? Like, obviously, this isn't a representation of the RX-78.
This is a prototype. This
is the prototype before the prototype.
This is the prototype. They throwing paint at the wall right now. They're just we need something that walks with two legs.
Yeah. Do you know how what was that first Zaku? What is it? The worker when it was running around. That's what that was.
We got to give it grace. That's what.
Yeah.
We're giving it grace, but it's dog shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I seen a picture of the Zaku earlier too. Someone that released it. It looked just as fucking bad too, man. So,
man,
back to the drawing board.
Yep, literally infecting. Great segue, CD, and let people know down in the comments below What do y'all want? If y'all picking up anything new, what kits y'all, figures, whatever it is, whatever y'all saw on what's new or heard on what's new, let us know in the comments below. And again, great segue. Don't really have a whole lot for Hold That Thought. Final Four is set for, I think, men and women's NCAA, right?
Yep. LSU girls got knocked out yesterday by
Yep.
Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Maybe she will get, if she goes out with a championship, she might be considered one of the greatest girls basketball players ever, if not already.
Was it true about the whole Ice Cube offer? That was true. Ice Cube owns the league, the Big Three. Big Three. He has his own basketball league, which is pretty much like all old school basketball players that can't get into the NBA really, but want to still play basketball, right? Ice Cube brings them on. And Ice Cube offered Caitlin Clark, the best college basketball player, potentially all time, like CD said, to come play for him for $5 million salary. And if she goes into the WNBA, the average salary as coming in is $74,000.
Wow.
I'm not worried though. She's. It'd be dumb for her to take the Ice Cube deal.
But it is what it is. I would take the Ice Cube deal.
Well,
$5 million.
Why is it done? Why is it dumb?
What?
She's
Caitlin
playing
Clark
against old school like NBA legends.
Lost NBA players.
Like I can see like Carmelo Anthony might.
She's going against guys.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah, nah, probably stick.
Caitlin Clark has a
shooter.
chance
Shooter can shoot though.
A shit ton more money. WNBA is looking to get a new contract, a new TV deal, which could triple what their incoming salary is. Okay. She's already tripled the ticket for Indiana Fever. Her NIL deals will carry over to her into the NBA. So she's already slated to make more money, and she has a greater effect. Would have a greater effect in the WNBA versus her in the Big Three. Girls are going to go, oh yeah, my goal is to go play in the Big Three against washed old guys. Their goals would be to be, the WNBA stars.
Yeah, and I believe somebody was touting this earlier. She has the Shohei Ohtani effect, where wherever they go, they bring in massive amount of money for that program, and it all gets trickled down to her overall value. Like I think Shohei, I think the LA Dodgers when they bought him, Shohei Ohtani's like the actual money the LA Dodgers was getting per ticket, like pre-ticket sales, stuff like that, jumped up by like 42% or something like that the first day.
Just because she's in the Final Four. Guess how much the tickets cost last year for the Final Four for girls basketball? A ticket.
How much?
$64. Guess how much they cost now?
How much?
It's $465.
Jeez.
Because of Caitlin Clark.
The Paige girl good too though.
Paige has a cool story. I think she's not as good, but she's tore ACL twice and still got her team back here. Mm-hmm. She's a dog. Juju, girl who played at USC, she has potential to be the first girl to leave early to go to the WNBA, which has never happened before.
So this is just an overall good class.
Yeah, really all four played last night.
So yeah,
you have an early riser, a comeback king or queen, and Kathleen and Clark, who's essentially the new Curry.
And then Angel Reese played last night. The sensation out of LSU. Angel Reese played Caitlin, which was the rematch of the championship last year. And
girls basketball is exciting, bro. Recently, it's more exciting than the men's.
Definitely. It's a shocking.
Big potential. And then North Carolina boys got big boy Burns, Mr. DJ Burns, which NFL execs have been looking at him to come maybe try out for their teams, but he said his goal, his dream to play in the NBA.
Oh, is he the one that they wanted to be offensive lineman?
Yeah, something probably. I wouldn't be surprised. He's a big boy.
It makes sense. His footwork is really good. An offensive lineman who have good footwork at that size and that speed.
Look at Julius Peppers.
Yep, Julius Peppers. Baylor boys a couple years ago had Rico Gathers, who's on the basketball team, actually tried out and made the Cowboys as a tight end.
Wow!
So he looks so good in Final Four.
Definitely something like if I'm a big dude and I might not make it to the NBA, might as well.
Right?
I remember an old fact that someone said. They said the most athletic sport on the planet is basketball because you have to keep your heart at a constant high rhythm. You have to have a constant high endurance, constant high strength, and flexibility. And that's probably why a lot of basketball players can trickle down to other sports because they're playing literally the most.
That's why a lot of basketball players get flagged during their physicals in the draft for heart issues for that exact reason.
Wow.
It's crazy. Well, that's it for Hold That Thought. Let us know if y'all heard anything crazy in the news. Basketball is popping off, and
The song already got traded. You want to talk about that, Coop?
no, I don't want to talk about that. It is
what it is.
Yeah, we ain't going.
Bryce Huff just as good though, right?
Well, you would think.
Right.
Like, why do they let a young guy go to go get an old guy? That's what has me kind of worried. Like, why would they let a young guy walk and then go get an old guy? That's just. We'll see. But like CD said earlier, let's get back to the drawing boards, people. Last week we talked about what Bandai is not doing compared to third party. Some of y'all said I can understand both sides, third party versus third party. Bandai should go against third party. Whatever the case may be, let's sit down, put our thinking caps on. I know we've done this a long time ago, one of our early episodes. What can Bandai do? Do you think, Austin City, an open discussion, open forum, Bandai can do to keep up with the third party kits?
Take a step back and reevaluate. That's what my first thought is. Like we were saying, because Bandai has a lot of shit to get out, so they're putting out a whole bunch of shit. I think maybe cut down on some of this shit that they're putting out, and really take a step back and look like, all right, what is really selling for us, instead of trying to push shit in every market and getting a lot of misses and a lot of stuff sitting on shelves. What can we really hit and make quality wise that we know is always going to be able to sell, versus stuff that we can put out low quality that might not sell or sit on the shelves for a while.
That's true. What you think, Austin? What can you?
I'm gonna take a really weird stance on this, because I was watching the video back when we were talking about Solomon and how it all devolved into weird arguments. No, actually, I think what Bandai should do is actually kind of just let the third party keep doing its thing unimpeded. And what I mean is that when the third party comes up and says, hey, here's a master grade Lafrif Gundam, right? I think Bandai should just sit back, relax, let it happen, because and have it be super detailed too, because I think Bandai should probably get out of the MGEX game, because their high detailed master grades are never going to be nearly as good as third parties, right? The Stargazer, it just blows in my mind the MGEX out the water. Maybe a close fight somewhere here and there, but overall, but then again, Strike Freedom's not my favorite design. But I think the MGEX, I think, is just a waste of time, waste of money, right? I can't see them reprinting that down the line 5 years later and a lot of people picking it up. Because I mean, shoot, at Hobbytown, the MGX unicorn is still stacked up there, right? So I think everybody who wanted one got one. And I think that's where a third party really fills the niche, where they can have super crazy, really detailed master grades, and Bandai should focus on just making solid, good master grades that they have a really solid foot plan for. I don't know if there's anything else they can do besides that, really. Maybe cut back on the RG line, or just completely phase out high grade and let the RG line take it completely over. Like you're having these two little spats, and I'm just saying, maybe get rid of the high grade line, because I mean the high grade line is good for making quick kits that people want, a 144th, but I think the RG, if they went full in and just said we're going to remake every high grade that we have and just make it into an RG, that would be a pretty fun set of kits to build, and really interesting takes on it.
Yeah, that would be a high risk thing for Bandai to do, to get rid of, because I think high graded, we all know, is what keeps Bandai afloat, right? And that's what keeps Bandai afloat. The price point and how crazy some of these kit bashes can be, and I think also they'll be kind of like shooting themselves in the foot, because we'll get rid of the things that you can make these kit bash kits with, right? And then turn around and pump out shows that talk about kit bashing. Can't so that'd be a crazy. I will love it. As a real great fan, I will love it. Kind of piggyback what you said, Austin, in the CD, a mixture of both. So when I was thinking about this when we brought up the topic, I was like, man, what can Bandai do, right? Then I started thinking, what does we need to Bandai would need to keep up with third party by doing what? And almost in a collector's mindset, I got to, right? Like I started thinking about like sneakers and Funko. What about high quality kits like the Solomon's Nightmare, right? But due to how good the quality is, they're limited. 1,000 pieces. Would y'all like that?
I would.
1,000 piece run.
Maybe,
2,000
maybe even a little more. Maybe 10,000. But no.
How it depends on
1,000, maybe 5,000, but
I'll meet you halfway.
5,000 per region.
Per region.
So Asia gets 5,000, America gets 5,000, Japan gets 5,000, Oceanic gets 5,000.
And with that comes a heavy price tag, though. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Would y'all be cool with that?
I would rather pay for the higher quality, because we, at the end of the day, third parties putting out good quality stuff, but it wasn't always like that. They had to compete with the plastic quality.
That's what you took the words right out of my mouth. I haven't built a third party. I'm trying to make sure I'm not stepping on. I haven't built a third party kit.
The wings for the wings, that wing Gundam third party, right?
Which one?
Wing Zero.
Last, long, That felt like, I mean,
the Iron Man SD was a third party, right?
I mean, if you consider that Nordstrom's, do you consider that third party?
I have no idea. I have no
it's
idea.
ModStorms. ModStorms is the.
Just speak to the quality. You had to use some fucking household instruments.
Yeah, you use a hammer.
Yeah,
that was the bond up until maybe like a kid ago. Like motherfuckers had to be in there with some goggles on, with trying to get stuff to fit.
So I mean, when you say high quality, are you looking for high quality as in the material, or high quality as in the look, the aesthetic?
Everything. If I'm paying premium, if Bandai would go to like make premium Bandai a premium thing, I would want the highest quality of plastic, highest quality of detail, the highest quality of inner workings. I would pay them more money for that versus just a regular Bandai kit that they've slapped premium Bandai on that.
And it's funny because Coop, what you recommended essentially is what Bandai is doing already. They have premium Bandai. But here's the thing: we all see it as a joke because what they're putting out isn't the best they can do. It is more often just a recall.
We talked about this before. Premium Bandai didn't mean like premium quality.
It just meant limited run kit.
Yeah, and that's because it's like, isn't it? P Bandai's like the kits that they know will sit on the shelves if they come out in mass quantity. Isn't that what goes on P Bandai?
That and a mixture of kits that have a strange legal obligation around them, / kits that are so obscure or so offshoot of a regular kit that would actually be more expensive to just make. You know, the F91 has a 2-pack version where you get the F91 and the F91, which is blue and the red copy, and they're essentially the same as the regular F91 high grade. So it'd be more expensive if they just kept pumping out 3 of these kits and then 2 of them go in the box, 1 here, over and over and over again to get to the mass market, instead of just Premium Bandai where say, okay, do the F91, all right, now limited run of whatever we got here. Sometimes it's that. So sometimes it's a mixture of stuff they know they'll sit on the shelf that is so obscure nobody cares. Stuff that's really hard to produce, or stuff that's in a weird legal situation where it's kind of like they don't want to keep paying the rights to a certain person every time they have to make it.
Now, how would y'all feel if Bandai went back to the drawing board? We're gonna hit everybody with a cease and desist order
on the third party.
On third parties,
they shuttered it all down.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, good luck. It's a Chinese company. I mean, good luck.
They just change the address real quick, and I mean, I thought that's what happened with the Solomon at first. Like when you notice, like when third parties ship out, when they make something that looks like Gundam quality, they have to have another part. Just like the Judge came out, when the Judge at first images, it was like, nah, but they also had the V-fin in there because you know it was a Gundam. Same with the Solomon, like they should have the Pat Labor head, but in there they have that. So the third parties, Bandai could try it, they definitely could, but I feel like the Chinese companies are always just going to find like a workaround to it. I mean, the Bond's been around for how many years?
Yeah, that's true too.
That's 1 for 1. They go in and get the model kit and they going right back to the crib.
I wouldn't be. Would you be surprised if like Bandai owned the bond? Like I wouldn't be. That'd be something to be like, you know what? Like
secretly they owned it.
Yeah, like Bandai know they could probably shut that down.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, come on now. Come on
probably,
now. I mean,
could.
you got my logo. If I see the bond come out with a kit, and I haven't seen the bond kit in a minute, but if anybody out there, did the bond even change the logo color? Did it go from red to blue? If it went from red to blue, that's why.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
The bond Namco in the box.
Like,
that would not be.
It was 1 for 1. Like
they even took the 15 plus little sticker.
Yeah. They just
Stein.
Photoshop.
The Stein comes out. The CPAC comes out even before the PB. A regular Bandai one.
It's the same box art, just reversed image.
Exactly.
Right.
Flipped. The gun's in the left hand. But no, I think the limited run would be dope. I think that when Austin, you said you will want Bandai, and let's be real, right? When you said I don't want you to think I'm just coming straight for Austin. I'm just thinking because Austin brought up some good points. You want them to do high quality master grades, right? You picked up the strike.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for a new inner frame? Are you looking for more gimmicks? What your favorite master grade or the master grade you feel like is top tier, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you've built.
Mm-hmm.
What can they do? What can Bandai do? You want them to keep that type of quality up to make it like, oh, my favorite is this? Because I feel like Bandai master grades. When was and I could be wrong. And last time, Austin, you bought a newer master grade, right? And it didn't hit what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, like, truth be told, when I think about it, there hasn't been a master grade that I haven't liked from the new era. So in my opinion, every last one they've made has been absolutely fantastic. And that's maybe a testament to the fact that they decided to step back and only release 1 or 2 that they felt were really ready. And they could release. That's why I was saying, hey, let the third parties keep doing what they're doing, because they're going to test the limits. And what Bandai can do then is they can step back and just keep making these, right, until the third party does something so crazy that Bandai has to say, okay, we're now going to take from them.
So the Apple method, right? Like, start like
what Google had that app a long time ago.
Yeah,
Apple just takes it, cleans it up, and it presses out new.
Yeah,
and says we got it too.
Exactly,
and sells just as many, if not more. I guarantee you, not guarantee, I should say, I have a very strong belief that Bandai looking at the Solomon is going to say, okay, that spinning gimmick of lock and the little light in it, okay, we need to add that into our next MG something, right? Just one little activate rotate. The fact that you can hide the nuclear missile inside the pouch of a kit, right? That's been around for years. It's just Bandai doesn't usually have places where you can store your like extra accessory stuff inside of a kit. They usually don't do that, but the Solomon did it and everyone's losing their mind for it. So now Bandai might say, okay, we can store like extra accessories inside like empty armor gaps that we have left over.
Like you talking about like the energy, your beam saber parts, or
in the Solomon, there's actually the nuclear missile that actually they use in the gun that's hidden in the backpack.
Yeah, but what outside of the Origins, I don't know what other kit gives you effect pieces like that.
That's
you have to hide them.
That's why I was saying like it's not really that many, but like it could be small things like maybe for
small details like that. Or even just like how like the Turn A Gundam had the little cow.
Had the cow.
Or like the Zaku comes with the lift, like more little things like that. I think Bandai kind of got away from it. I mean, the quality of the master grades haven't dropped, but I think like the little stuff is what like we like. You know, it makes me like, oh wow, like I really want this. Like it's in the details.
It's in the detail. So when they do give y'all that, and I know Austin take with the MGX Unicorn, right? Because you get a lot of the cage, you get obviously like the lights, right? And that's because I'm just playing devil's advocate. If you're sitting at the table with Bandai and Austin, you said what you said, the CD you said what you said, this details, and the guy look at you and says MGX Unicorn. Now what? Right, like that's what he's going to say, because it gives you the extra storage, it gives you the lights, it gives you the little ramp, right? And that's what Austin was saying last time with the hanger, right? Oh, they took the hanger out. I think maybe it's just the collector and the toy collector and me, right? I would love for Bandai to do build the pieces in their kits, make you buy
I think that'd
kits.
be dope.
But it has to be high quality builder pieces. Like if you could really piece together that Archangel hanger, and by buying all the master grades or all the real grades for that, like the real grades will come with the builder figure piece to get the 144 scale, and the master grades will get the 1/100 scale in the high quality. Charge $20 extra. I think that'd be a little different, a little to keep Bandai back on the drawing boards.
Oh, good.
No, go ahead.
So like two things for like that guy we're sitting across the table for, and he says PB Unicorn. I'd be like, all right, lower the price and do it every time, because if other companies can produce that too and not charge me an arm and leg, I'll take it. But also second, I don't mind the build a figure thing as long as you know what you're getting, as long as it's not a surprise. It's not like you might get this piece, you might get this piece, you might have to buy another master grade to find this piece. Like, we're not playing with $50.
Yeah, I think that you should know, like for an example, like the Exia kits, you might get the left panel in the Virtue, get the right panel in the Dynamis. The Exia will have the top, and then the Kyrios can have the bottom with the back, right? Like,
and that would make sense for the upcharging price. If I did that, nothing.
Yeah,
that's nothing. But even like Austin was saying, like on the other side of the table, I'm down paying for the more money, but it has to be worth it. Like we talked about all these high grade or these master grades that had all these different bases and pieces. Those scraped $50. So we know Bandai can give us that quality with extra stuff and not make us spend $250.
Yeah, that's true too. And I'll go back to the lights being I think if they drop the Unicorn without the lights, the MGX without the lights, it'll probably be about $160. And the lights itself, Bandai, it's getting kind of ridiculous when the aerial, the Cosmos, they about to drop a PG Exia light for $60.
Like, right.
It's 120, 150 for the Bandai lights. Like, come on, man. Like, definitely the price point Bandai, when it comes to adding extra stuff, they don't need to upcharge.
Do you think they had to do something because of COVID and the recession? And they trying to get some bread back, or do you think that was just natural for them to start raising prices?
I think they probably took a kind of like a poll and just realized how much people really probably don't care about the hanger, right? I think they was like, let's scrap the hanger, let's push more towards kit bashing and getting pieces out there. Their money that went for the hangers and everything that came in kits probably went to like extra hands, extra backpack, the insignia pieces and stuff like that.
Kit bashing would make them more money because you would be in turn physically selling more kits.
Yeah.
Instead of just making the hanger. And for CD's point, it's crazy. That could be the not, I want to say recession, but it wasn't recession. It was the pandemic. Yeah. The pandemic could have caused that. But you know what? If that's true, then they shot themselves in the foot, because the gunpla hobby exploded during the recession. Yeah. So it was kind of just a shot in the face. Like, well, we stopped producing because we thought no one would sell, and now we're not are we selling more than ever, but we can't keep them on the shelves, and we can't keep the orders filled from the online order being delivered. So because everyone wants those ASMR videos.
You think it's still booming in the West? I feel like I've seen less. Like, I used to have Gundam at Fred Meyer's, not there anymore. I used to have Gundams at Target, not there anymore.
Gundam at Target is definitely slowing down.
Gundams at like Barnes and Noble's, not too much more either.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's definitely slowing down.
But I don't know if it's because maybe they really tapped into that Hobby Lobby market. Because Gundams at Hobby Lobby, it was just basic high grades. Now they're getting real grades and master grades.
I don't know. I think it's more that now that people can go back outside, they just don't. Yeah, they just don't build as much because it's very much an inside hobby. And when you're locked inside, nothing to do, puzzles keep people really entertained for a long time. And these are essentially plastic puzzles. So 3D puzzles, yeah. So I feel like it was probably that. I mean, and now people are just losing interest. I mean, those ASMR videos. I mean, what's the one channel, the dude who built the RG new Gundam? Got like over like
3 million
700,000
views.
or 3
Yeah, I
million
know.
views.
Geo something.
Yeah,
Something
if you
like
look
that.
at his recent views, nowhere near that
Yeah.
level, nowhere even close.
And I think too, probably the pandemic, what Austin was saying, like people going outside, but also like Hobbytown, and I'm just using Hobbytown as the example. It's not selling out like it was when the pandemic. So I think that the plethora of kits is back to where it was. So I don't think Bandai has to really worry about that, and or like they probably already recouped the losses from the pandemic and stuff.
Well,
But
they definitely did with the movie out.
Yeah.
Seed for the movie.
Right.
How much money they made back?
I mean, man, now you just wonder, like they're building a whole nother factory to push out kits.
Yeah. So maybe the only thing I see with that is we just get reprints sooner. I guess that's what Bandai could also do too is
Dive back deeper.
dive back, yeah, and then maybe with the extra factory, we could get some of these 2.0 kits or 3.0 kits that, I mean, like earlier I was talking, also they got the Master Grade Rick Diaz that dropped the red one.
Yeah, bro. With the same box art too. Like, God damn.
That's some of these kits by now definitely needs a 2. So I think that if Bandai took a poll and you think
that'll happen more? Them taking polls more often?
I would want them to.
They've been doing it for a while and still doing it. But you know what's crazy? I don't actually see them actually acting on it. Like there's polls that have shown clearly that people want a a G self. I think that ranked up as like one of the highest ones.
Yep.
Not a single master grade G self, even a hint of it.
It's probably like it has to be like a reoccurring thing, right? Like those people that if 1 million people voted for G self and they got it, then after that they already know that's a terrible kit. Like now I have a mold for a kit that potentially nobody might want.
That master grade G self mold though, like every time they do the poll for it, I think they did 3 or 4 polls and it came in second, third, second.
It came in second, the Epion.
Yeah.
Second something else too. So it's been requested. I heard Coop saying that like they also got to think of what else can I build off this mold. Like there's just no one-off molds.
Yeah,
but G self has a couple different variants.
Yeah, not only that, but there's actually a couple different suits in that show that the G self can be molded off of. Thing is, the show's not that popular, especially not in the West. It's not popular at all. But yeah, no, I mean it'll be an easy thing for them to build, and that's another thing that goes into it. They have to see if not only was the poll popular, but if it isn't known, is it something people actually would like? Because the Epion, having an RG Epion made sense. It not only is it the wing mold that they already have, right?
Yeah,
but it's a suit that people would want to have. So I mean, if they act purely on popularity, and not on interest, I guess
popularity West or
sometimes the West, most times Japan.
Do we even play a factor into it? Are we a big enough market yet?
I think so. We have to be outside. What do you think USA ranks? 3rd? Malaysia, China,
all the Asias.
You grouping them as one? You grouping all the Asias as one?
Japan,
China,
Malaysia, China, Thailand,
Philippines.
That's all one?
No, I'm just that if we all go through that, and then you got the US market, which is probably not as big as any of those. We'd probably be at the back end of it.
We're probably the first market outside of the Asian market, right?
I think they probably group Europe together, which is I think it's still bigger than us.
I wonder with doing so now, would you, if the Bandai sending across the table from Bandai and they say we give you quality kits, we give you, because something has to give, right? We all know it can't be a perfect world, so we give you less quality anime, fewer animes,
I'd be down with that.
Oh, until they say, okay, right now we're targeted 2025 Hathaway's Flash second movie. I'll give you better quick kits. You got to wait till 2029.
That's fine.
That's fine. You down with that?
Yeah.
I didn't even
because something has to give somewhere, right?
2 years ago. So,
what you say?
I didn't even know about Hathaway's Flash until 2 years ago.
Yeah, but people want that second movie or a new Gundam series.
And apparently, if Gundam Seed Freedom with a 20-year hiatus tells us anything, people were willing to wait.
So
So
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true too.
Yeah, I'm willing to. I'll wait it out. I mean,
give me
all
better
right,
kits.
just make less. Fuck.
Make less.
Stop
Make
making
less.
Kokai Senki kits.
Yeah, that's true too.
That too. And I think we can get into the really big one. You can stop the things that don't work.
Yes.
30-minute missions.
You are sticking to.
Yes.
Now, actually, I did look up the 30-minute missions. Actually, are selling fantastically.
Of course they are. They're like $11.
Exactly. They're super cheap, right? And that's actually kind of a key of why the Kokai Senki might be still selling, because those are actually pretty cheap kits as well. They're actually cheaper than most high grades now. Most high grades are $23. The Kokai Senki are coming in at 17 or 8 or 15, and they're a little bit cheaper. That might be why they're selling. But no, 100%. I want more Gundam. I don't like Singularity Noir. Yeah.
I'll take more Gundams at the cost of every other line.
Yeah.
If you got to cut Kamen Rider off, I'm sorry, Kamen Rider.
Bye.
Ultraman, love you. Gotta go.
Yeah, but you know what? Those Kamen Rider, those high quality Kamen Rider figures, the ones that you buy for like $200 or $100 and some odd dollars, like those could stay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's made by Bandai though. I think it's made by somebody else, right? Those are, in my opinion, what you should be buying if you like Kamen Rider,
right?
Not really the kits. So,
well, I don't know, man. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, then Bandai be a one-trick pony? I don't. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a dangerous thing for a company. You usually want diversity with a company, so they usually do want to make more things. I mean, look at Koda Bakia. Koda Bakia does Ace Combat, Mech Warrior, Mecha Masune,
Armor Core now, right?
Yeah, they've been doing Armor Core for a while. They do Evangelion when they get a chance. They've dipped into everything, and they're doing all right. But I mean, then again,
right? Dip into it, but come back, please.
Is it because alternate universe, right? The over regular podcast, right? Three guys sitting down talking. In the alternate, do you think Koda Bakia, if this was, because we're Bandai fans, right? Let's just say there's a podcast out there that's a heavy Koda Bakia fans. Like they look at Bandai how we look at Koda Bakia.
I know I'm messing with you.
Right?
I'm messing with you.
So what is Koda Bakia doing? And because they're not third party, right? They're a main.
They're very much a first party, yeah.
Correct. So do you feel like Koda Bakia is kind of like behind the 8 ball when it comes to certain things? Outside, obviously, they don't do Gundam. They're not going to do Gundam, but Koda Bakia behind the 8 ball, and if so, how far are they behind the 8 ball compared to like Bandai?
So Koda Bakia is trying to achieve something very different, which is make less kits and more lines, but less kits in each line, and make sure each of those kits are very, very, very high quality. I mean, the tolerances between pieces, I think you guys seen my frame arm journal collection, the tolerance between the thighs is almost non-existent. Like the type of machinery you need,
almost like no seam at all.
Yeah, you put together and the seam disappears like to the eye, to the human eye. So for Koda Bakia, that's their kind of game plan. I think they're achieving at that, so much so that the Mecha Masune line, which actually was a popular line even back as far as the 80s with garage kits, that Bandai just never stepped in. Which even goes back to my old point, which is I'm saying telling Bandai to let everyone else test the waters, see what's successful, and then jump into there and try your hand at it with their 30-minute mission sisters. But Koda Bakia achieves their goals of lots of lines, small amount of kits that are really well made in that line, and just reprint those until you get enough money to purchase a reprint for that other kit in that line. So if the Ace Combat line has been selling well enough where they make each new airplane, if it garners enough cash, if that new airplane doesn't sell enough, that line is on hiatus until they make enough money or dead. They have quietly discontinued a couple lines in Koda Bakia, and I mean, when I say we were a couple, I mean 5 million. So there's lines that they used to make back in early 2000s that are non-existent now. They're rare.
They're going to do that with Master Grades. They're kind of just like, all right, we've made so many, we're going to give you one.
I think what Bandai no. See, but Koda Bakia, what they're doing is they're focusing on just that line of making quality kits within that line with a smaller selection. So Bandai has the reverse problem of they have a cajillion designs, and they have master grade, high grade, real grade, right? And they have to somehow pick which design out of their cajillion set to put, and they will never pick the Zeta Plus C1 to be reproduced because they hate Austin, right? But there's many Austins that are going to keep being upset at this. Kotobukiya says we don't even have this big list. We have only these. And right now we're focused on this one. If we get enough money, we'll do this. If we get enough money, we'll do this, and then the line's done. So that Kotobukiya is at a different type of game. So I'm not really sure how to equate the two. The one thing I could say is that Kotobukiya charges an arm and a leg per their kit. Their kits are expensive as hell,
For a reason.
but
Yeah.
you're getting a ton of quality. Maybe Bandai could try that. Maybe saying, but I mean, they did with the MGEX. But that is literally a small line, a lot of stuff. But they're only making one that are super expensive at the highest quality they can make to purchase it. But I don't know. There's not really much they can do.
Those Zoid kits, man, especially like the bigger ones, like the Berserker Fury, the one that looks like a gorilla. That's like a $400 kit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, sheesh, that is. But people are buying them. So why isn't Bandai,
right?
Not taking it? Like, we could put a $400 kit because people are buying them. It has to be an obscure kit, like a.
Bandai could test the waters with that.
Satria.
They have the Dendrobium.
Dendrobium, yeah. But I feel like Neo Zeon.
Yeah, the Neo Zeon, the Psychos and the Psycho Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're testing the waters, but I mean, it's just people are missing. Well, what are they missing? Yeah,
I think they just got. It's just like anything else. You have too many hands in a pot. To a lot to worry about. It's Kotobukiya. To my knowledge, they're not dropping movies. They're not probably dropping. 3 or 4 different type of figures as well, right? We got not just action figures, a $25 line. We got the Robot Spirit.
That's another thing with Kotobukiya. They go off to other established franchises and make model kits out of those. That's also why their price is a little bit higher too. Is that they pay the franchise rights for whatever series they're going out to buy. They can go to cheaper ones like Ace Combat. Bandai owns Ace Combat, for God's sakes, and Bandai doesn't. That's why their plane kits are only this big but cost $60. Like you can go out and buy a master grade for $60,
and then Bandai
and have some
left about $15. But they just got too many. They got too many kits. They got too much stuff to worry about.
Too many things. Right.
Yeah,
One piece boats.
One piece boats.
Yeah.
And it's just that wasn't even just like you said. Not even really talking about. Even in Gundam, right? Like the Gundam Universe figure, $25. Robot Spirit figure, the $50 to $80 range. Then we got the metal robot figure. Then you got the Shodoken figure, and that's just figures, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not even talking about kits yet.
6 different lines of entry grade, master grade, real grade, high grade,
MGSD, yeah, PG,
RG 2.0s.
So it's definitely a lot for Bandai to do. Even when it comes down to, does Bandai really have a say in manga? Because the Thunderbolts manga is that's Bandai Namco. Does Bandai help with the Viz does the manga, but who does the who's the manga belongs
publishing?
To? Yeah, no, publishing is Viz.
Okay,
is it Sunrise?
Might be Sunrise.
Right stuff.
I don't know. Gundam sequel is still going as a manga, and that's the most crazy insane thing.
That's the one with the female.
That's one with the female
that
where
came out a few years back.
Yeah, they melt Gundams down and turn them into metal, and you're born by metal. So human beings that are made from Gundams.
Gundanium.
Yeah, dude, we are. It's a trip. It's an acid trip.
But I think Bandai, they just need to step back, maybe do something different. I think we all believe that. I think we said it maybe higher quality. CD said I would like them to do a little bit different in marketing, doing the kind of like the build a hanger. I would like to see the build a hanger line. And Austin said just give them high quality kits. Just maintain the high quality stuff.
So in a fantasy perfect world, though, what I would like them to do is for every kit they make to have the same quality as the Sullivan. Every single last one, every single master grade they make. That would be the dream come true. I know it's not possible, but that would be the dream come true. If I could get
Ooh,
a Zeta plus C1 at that level of quality, if I could get a Faz at that level of quality, you would never see me
at 90 and for $90.
and for
Right.
$90,
Shit, brother.
you guys would
Pass
never
that
see
dream
me.
this way.
Yeah, I would never eat again. Austin, I live off plastic.
Better be a running joke. Eating plastic.
Yeah.
Thanks, One Punch Sam. But no, let us know in the comments. What do y'all think Bandai can do? What can Bandai do that make the model kit game a little bit better? Close the gap if y'all think there is a gap, or stay at a status quo, or whatever the case may be. Let us know in the comments below. We appreciate it. Don't forget, we have a few discounts for y'all. Vulcan Hobby, shopvulcanhobby.com. Use the code Undergate10 to get 10% off your order at checkout. And that's Undergate10. Vulcan Hobby is doing a lot of great things. We got something in the works with them as well. Something that's going to be pretty dope. Pretty dope once we get all the logistics squared away for it. But it's definitely something that I'm excited about. So stay tuned for that. Chloe's dad, I see up there with the marinade.
Code Chloe's Dad 10 at SMS on their website, and they will ship paint directly to you. We always talk about spray and go. They are the kings of that, spray and go. They also have other hand paints, acrylic paints, tool brushes, and all the good stuff. So don't forget to use Chloe's Dad 10, get 10% off at SMS.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then if you need tools, some of the best tools in the game is at Gun Primer. Make sure you use code COOP10 to get 10% off directly with Gun Primer. They make a lot of dope tools. They have the Glazer, they have the Gritter, they have
Balancer. They got
Balancer. Yeah, I'm sorry. CD just put on a face because he's immature. I apologize, folks. But the Balancer,
I am the youngest one here, so I mean it makes sense.
Okay. And in the mini handle, everything that you really kind of need for your tool game, Gun Primer has. So make sure you check them out as well. Man, we have I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Y'all gotta just stay tuned and wait for that. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned and wait for that. Because until next time, folks, I'm Coop. That's CD. That guy down there is Austin. We come together and form the Undergated podcast. See you next Wednesday, 3 p.m. sharp. It's 168 hours or less at this point. What would that be? 168 hours. Until next time, peace. People, peace.